Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. It's Friday. Normally that might be Fragrance Friday, but I just got a delivery literally within the last half hour of my Chanel purchases because one of my lovely Instagram subscribers, Liz, tipped me off that despite the fact I thought I'd been watching every day the Chanel UK website for the arrival of the autumn range here online in the UK, I had been a little late. Was it yesterday or the day before, probably? And she'd spotted before me that the nail polishes have arrived. Some of the lipsticks have arrived. I haven't checked today, but as of yesterday, the limited edition eye quad and the mascara had not arrived. But gradually, the autumn collection is percolating through, which is kind of weird. I mean, this always happens, doesn't it? But I haven't been on my summer holiday yet, so I'm not really ready for autumn. I'm, still wanting to get to grips with my summer treasures. But you know me and nail polish, and sometimes I've missed out and I can't bear it. So, can you believe it? 12 new nail polishes have dropped. I'm not sure how many of them are limited edition. The website usually shows, but it's not yet showing. I guess it takes them a while to kind of sort it out. Some of them will definitely be limited. I imagine some of them will be permanent, but 12 is a bit ridiculous to buy. And I'm expecting, I have literally not taken them out of those black boxes yet. I've taken them out of the individual postage boxes they came in because I bought in 3 tranches just to simply get the free samples that you get, because if you buy it all in one go they don't give you the same number, which is crazy, but there you go. So wasteful of packaging and postage, but until and unless they actually acknowledge larger orders with the same number of free gifts, that's what I'm going to do. So I had 3 little packages. I've unpacked thus far, but I'm expecting that we're going to have some pretty similar colours here, because obviously I've seen some of the videos of the collection that other people have shown, and from the website photographs where a lot of them seem really similar. So we're just going to have an unpack and look today, because I haven't had time, obviously, to search out what is or is not similar in the existing collection. For those of you who are collectors, we're well into the 900s now in the Chanel numbers. These are all odd numbers, if it matters. So let's do them in number order, which I don't think is the shade order. 937 is called Harmonie. And I think we've had a Harmonie relatively recently. If my recollection is correct, it was a kind of greenish blue. But here you see it's a nude cream. No micro shimmer whatsoever. Just a mid-cream, slightly pinky, but not pronouncedly so. This should be a nice one for me. Some do not suit my red undertones as skin tone, so I have to be careful with nudes. But that one looks as if it will. Difficult to get too excited about nudes. Sorry about that. I need to have a scrub of my table here. I've been sorting various things and tidying and haven't really cleared up too well afterwards. Right, so that's the first one. Then we move on to 939 Singularity. That's not a name that I recall from before, but now if you this is pinkier, isn't it? But I mean, really, gosh, they are close. So really do you need both of those? No. So you can definitely see more pink undertone in this one, which I suspect won't suit me quite as well. But really, there's not a huge amount in it. It's another cream. 941, Spontané. I don't need spontané. Yeah, I don't know what that means actually. It's not, is it spontaneous? So they are graduating. You can definitely see. I mean, the ideal really would be, wouldn't it, to see these in the boutique and kind of match up which is the one that best suits your skin tone. I know that they're going to be kind of almost matching lipsticks with a lot of these. Enigma 943. I want to say that's the name they've used before, but I'm not sure that it is. Here we go. This is definitely a colour up. That's definitely kind of got a reddier tone to it. I don't know. I don't think that's going to be as nice on my skin. So there's the first four. All creams, no micro shimmers, nudes. Definitely more autumnal at this end of the range, I think. I mean, it's a slightly unusual range for autumn. I suspect the nails less kind of seasonal driven than some of the other products. So let's move on to 945, Impulsion. Here we go. Again, we're moving up a notch. This is definitely a more autumnal shade. I can see myself wearing that in the autumn. But there's a definite progression there. Very clear. Next one, 947, Désir. You know, think Désir, you think desire, red, don't you? Oh, right, this is into a completely different shade range. This is more up my alley, to be frank, because I do like a vampy shade. Is it a brown? Is it a purple? No micro shimmer again. Well, kind of. I have to have a look at this one. You can tell immediately. Yeah, definitely a kind of purpley, deep purpley red. So we're getting more towards the Rouge Noir Vamp shade. It isn't. There's definitely a kind of more purple undertone. But that's definitely an outlier, not nude. 949, Denude. So you're expecting this is going to be more in the nudes again. And indeed it is. This is going back. Actually, I quite like this one. This has got quite a lot of yellow in it. Probably won't look great. It doesn't look all that opaque in the bottle. So that's kind of almost going back to the beginning of the run, as it were. And you can see there it's got much more brown yellow in it than those kind of pinky nudes of that first five. And then Original 951. Yeah, so again, we're doing the same thing, up a notch. These are kind of more unusual. They're not nudes. This has got the micro shimmer for the first time. I'm seeing very clearly the gold micro shimmer, which is going to make it look shiny. So I'm immediately quite attracted by this one. So Original 951 if you have similar tastes. Last four, Essential. I'm sure they've used that before now. And that's 953. Yeah, so they're doing the same thing here with, there's this outlier here, and then these kind of more browny graduating shades. This has definitely got a more kind of caramel tone. no micro shimmer that I can see, but it's a pretty colour. I think would look good on most people. Inspiracion 955. Oh, this is nice. Very autumnal. So we're definitely into the kind of tan browns now. That's a beautiful shade. Inspiracion. I'm liking a lot. So I'm liking this run more, really. I'm not a great nude wearer, so, you know, that obviously impacts. Then Impulsion. I'm absolutely sure they've done an Impulsion before now. Doubtless a different colour. 957. It's interesting, isn't it? They're not running out of numbers, but they're definitely running out of names. And here we're up a notch. Not much of a notch, to be honest. So there's those two. This is kind of a more bluey brown, and this one a more yellowy brown. Gosh, they're going to look quite close. I suppose this is cooler and this is warmer. Both pretty. There's not a huge difference. So there's that run going on. And then finally, Alfinite 959. I think this is going to go with Désir. Alfinite. Yeah, here we go. So you can see that that's kind of the end of the brown run, because it's definitely a more brown, but a kind of vampy brown. So this is the Désir is definitely the outlier of the whole lot, because that's such a, well, I think it's got that purple undertone. But otherwise, you've got that kind of run of browns running from a very kind of creamy beige through. And then you've got the, what I would call nude running through. And then the outlier vampy shade. So it's quite a toned down collection, I'd say. I can't remember if they are calling it a lait beige collection. There's just that one with the famous, is it this one or this one? One of these has a micro shimmer. I'll need to go through them again, won't I, to find it. But most of them, no, I'm in the wrong section. It's these ones, the browns. They don't look terribly familiar to me. I'm not immediately looking at them and thinking, gosh, that's like something that's gone before. I mean, I have got boxes and boxes of nudes. They tend to do more pinky nudes, I always think, Chanel. So it'll be interesting to see what I've got that's similar. And I will perhaps paint them on a wheel for you so that you can see a bit more clearly. I'll try and do that fairly quickly and push it up, because I'm well aware that most of you are not as dotty as me, and there's no way you're going to buy 12 expensive nail polishes for your collection. It's daft. So don't do as I do. Do as I say, and you know, pick one or two. It's nice to have, if you're a fan of the polishes, a new polish or two, maybe even 3 would be reasonable. Certainly 2 for the fall. And this is such a kind of closely defined collection of graduated shades that it's really what you think will suit your skin tone most, I think, rather than anything else. So the best thing really would be to see the whole collection. But I will try and, as I say, just paint them on a wheel so as to give you a bit more of an idea if you can't do that and you want to order from the website, as I've done. I don't know how quickly they'll sell out. Popular Chanel nail colours do sell out really, really quickly and aren't always restocked, particularly if they're limited edition. Even nutcases like me have missed out from time to time. But I suspect this is such a big release that it's unlikely to run out too quickly, so you'll have a bit of time I can't see any of these are going to be in an immediate, must have like some of the colours in the past. But who knows? What do I know? Anyway, so there's the first exciting look. Now I'm going to go back to thinking about the summer and packing my much brighter colours to take on holiday with me and paint my toenails and so on and so forth. But in the meantime, I hope you have an absolutely fabulous weekend. I hope to speak to you again over the weekend because I'm not going away just yet, and I've got things to show you and to natter on about. But until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.